Hey guys, welcome back. Vegas Top Dogs back at you. I told you we'd be back for March Madness action. We have some bracket tips for you. Sniper Wes is back. He'll have some selections for you throughout the week here. March Madness is officially here. One of the most exciting times of the year. I love college bowl season. I love the Super Bowl. There's nothing like March Madness with all the games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Wes.
Yeah, we were talking offline about it, and everyone's got their routine, right? Well, first of all, I feel sorry for the working man that actually has a regular job that cannot take Thursday and Friday off to watch all these games. I used to long time ago, I used to have an office job, and luckily they had TVs in the office. So not much work was done at all. Everybody was just gathered around the TVs all day. But I'm in Vegas, so there are sports books here, but it's just kind of a madhouse. I was just talking to my roommate. He's going to go over to South Point. They have a gigantic ballroom at South Point, and they equip it with a bunch of TVs and everything because so much of the overflow, right? The book can only handle so many people. So probably go to South Point Thursday, maybe Friday too. Definitely no shortage of sports books out here in Vegas. But I kind of like just chilling at home, to be honest with you. I mean, my beers are in the fridge. You don't get in any trouble. You order some food in, some pizza, some wings, whatever it might be, and you just you get ready for the madness. No pun intended, but everyone's got their routine. What's your routine, Tony?
Yeah, I always like, listening to the game. Some of the places are so loud you can't even hear the announcers or what's going on. But usually I go to a sports bar. There are some sports books here on the East Coast I used to go to with Sean Higgs, fan caves and stuff. But usually I go to a sports bar Thursday, different one Friday, get some wings, pizza, watch the games, and put a little action on them as well. It always makes them more exciting.
There you go. That's what we're here for. We're doing a handicapping video, sports handicapping, so people can make money. So hopefully we can put some money in some people's pockets.
Absolutely, guys. Before we get into our tips and selections here, be sure to visit VegasTopDogs.com, VegasTopDogs.com, not only for your college basketball selections, NIT, NBA, hockey, a lot of action going on here at VegasTopDogs.com. Baseball. We're just, what is it, next, I think Wednesday or Thursday, 24th, 25th of March. So baseball starts early. We have baseball each and every day. So very exciting time here. And make sure you click down below the video. We're going to have some sportsbook bonuses down there. So check it out if you want to get in some contests. They'll be down below in the comments there. So check it out. And also check out VegasTopDogs.com. Wes, you ready to take a look at these brackets?
Yeah, just looking at the number one seeds. So we have Duke, Florida, Arizona, and Michigan. Obviously, Florida has to wait for the Prairie View and Lehigh game to know who they're going to be playing. But that is a number 1 versus number 16. We were talking offline also about that. Remember UMBC, they beat Virginia in the first round. And that was, I think, one of 2 times that, a number 1 seed was taken down by a number 16 seed. These spreads are pretty crazy too. 28.5. Duke's laying 28.5. We have Arizona laying 29.5 to Long Island. I don't see any upsets in the first round regarding these 1 seeds. But the 5-12, that's always a vaunted matchup. You get that 12 seed, it always seems to be an active underdog. You always see 1-12 seed advance. In which case this would be Vanderbilt's the number 5 seed in the South, McNeese State number 12. We have St. John's number 5 against Northern Iowa in the East. We have Texas Tech against Akron in the Midwest, and we have Wisconsin and High Point in the West.
Yeah, a lot of action. We'll be back later in the week to give you some selections, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday games. We want to give you some tips here to help you select your brackets, choose your Final Four, and choose your national champion. So I wrote down a few tips, Wes. Shall I share them?
Yeah, for sure. I'll just say I haven't done my bracket yet, and Tony, it looks like he has. So, actually, I'm kind of glad I'm doing this show with you before I do my bracket so I can take your tips and use them to make myself money, and hopefully everyone else makes money on this watching this video as well.
Yeah, one of those $1 million brackets on CBS, right? Try to help you out.
The perfect bracket. The perfect bracket's coming one day. Someone's going to do it. I'm rooting for them.
35 teams this year are from a major conference. It's a record in the tournament. 35 teams, either from the ACC, the Big Ten, Big 12, or the SEC. I think the SEC has, 9 teams, they said. So 36 of them out of major conferences. So, but when you're picking your bracket, you can't overlook, injuries, guys getting foul trouble, poor shooting, not familiar with the gym, poor officiating. That comes into play. But since 1998, there hasn't been a champion lower than a number 4 seed. So keep that in mind. Champions are usually 1, 2, or 3 seeds. Also, since 1998, there hasn't been a winner west of Kansas or Baylor. So all East Coast teams have been winning the last 28 years. So no Oregons, no UCLA, no Cals, no Arizona State. All those teams west, Oklahoma, none of those teams have won since 1998. 22 out of the last 26 champions were a number 1 or a number 2 seed. So keep that in mind. Heavy here with the 1 and 2 seeds. Also, great teams do not have more than 7 losses. So you look at the teams that have 8 or more losses, you throw those out. They usually don't make it into the Final Four. Only twice has all 4 number 1 seeds advanced to the Final Four, last year and in 2008. So will we see it in back-to-back years? I don't think so. I do like 3 out of the 4 number 1 seeds. I'll share those with you here shortly. But I like to look at teams that play defense, don't turn the ball over, have an experienced team, an experienced coach, and that can knock down free throws. You don't want to back a team that shoots 65% from the free throw line. That's just not going to get it done here in the tournament. Look how the teams do on the road during the regular season. Do they win on the road? Do they win when they play at neutral courts? That makes a difference when picking your bracket. So looking at the bracket this year, I do like 3 number 1 seeds. I like Duke, I like Michigan, and I like Florida. My other team coming out is Purdue. I really like the way this team's been playing. They were a preseason number 1 team. They've been playing well here in the conference. They play good defense. They only had 2 turnovers yesterday in the Big Ten tournament, and they knocked down free throws. So I think Purdue's going to turn some heads here in the tournament.
Yeah, it was a big win by them yesterday. I was actually on Purdue plus the 6 yesterday, and they won outright. Fantastic showing by them. They could maybe make some noise here in the tournament. I think Vandy maybe can make some noise as well. I'm actually I have 3 buddies I went to high school with, and all 3 of them went to Vanderbilt. So whenever Vandy basketball or Vandy football's on, I'll leave my phone, go to the restroom or something and come back, and I'll have 100 missed text messages about Vanderbilt basketball. It's just funny, but yeah, I wonder what color scheme has won the most national championships. And if I had to guess, I'd probably say a certain shade of blue, right, with all the blue bloods.
Yeah.
Also, too, what constitutes a blue blood? Like, there's not really any. Like, I know Duke's a blue blood, Kansas, UNC,
North Carolina.
Yeah, I don't know if UConn is considered a blue blood or not. Like, what is the qualification of a blue blood? Do you know? Can somebody tell me?
No, that's a good question. That's a good question.
Maybe the viewers, if somebody knows, you can drop it in the comments and let me know, because I don't know. I'm legitimately curious.
Yeah, one of my sleeper teams, I don't know if you call it a sleeper, but I like the way Arkansas is shooting the ball. They do rely a lot on the 3-pointers, which I don't like for the tournament. But if they're nailing threes like they have been in the last week in the SEC tournament, they're going to be a tough out. So look for Arkansas to turn some heads here if they stay hot.
There you go.
So, guys, there's our tournament tips. I know Wes didn't fill out his bracket yet, but he's going to have some picks on the website. Make sure you check it out, VegasTopDogs.com. Make sure you check out the sportsbook bonuses down below. And if you have any comments on any of the games, go ahead and add them down below, and we'll be sure to get back to you with our input.
Here, I had to do it, Tony. I had to go to ChatGPT and type in what constitutes a blue blood. And, well, first of all, they say it's Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, North Carolina, UCLA. I guess just because of how many national championships they've won. But they have Indiana in there. How are you a blue blood when you wear red? I don't quite get that. It kind of throws the whole thing off. But it says what typically defines a blue blood. A program usually needs several of these traits: national championships, consistent Final Fours and Elite Eights, legendary coaches, historic winning percentage, cultural brand power, and multi-era dominance. There you go. But UConn's not on here.
No?
Says UNC, Kansas,
Surprising.
Kentucky, Duke, UCLA, and Indiana. I don't understand that. But I mean,
Yeah,
Indiana,
I guess back when Bobby Knight was coaching them, they were.
Yes, they do check off all those boxes. I get it, but I thought that you actually had to wear blue. It's kind of blowing my mind a little bit here.
Indiana definitely doesn't wear blue.
Yeah.
That's for sure. So, guys, it's tournament time. So check out the hot cappers at VegasTopDogs.com each and every day throughout the tournament. Wes will have his picks there. I'll have my picks. There's other hot handicappers as well at VegasTopDogs.com. Wes, thanks for joining us for our bracket selections.
Let's cash some tickets, Tony.
As always, good luck, guys. Be a winner.